Fall has a way of exposing a man's style. When the air turns crisp and the layers come out, every choice you make, the coat you grab, the boots you lace up, the scarf you knot, sends a message. And here's the truth. For men over 40, the wrong moves in fall fashion don't just hide your style, they make you look older than you are. Fall is the season of rich textures, deeper colors, and refined layers. Get it right, and you project confidence, capability, and presence without saying a word. Get it wrong, and you risk looking like you've been wearing the same rotation since 2005. That's why today we're breaking down 10 fall-style mistakes making men over 40 look older, and exactly how to fix them. From outerwear that swallows you whole, to denim that drags your look back a decade, to the subtle details that turn a scarf from sloppy to sophisticated, these are the moves that will keep you looking sharp right through the last fallen leaf. And it all starts with the piece that defines your silhouette, your coat. Chapter 1. Hiding under heavy boxy coats. The first cold snap hits, and for most men, it's a reflex. Grab the thickest, puffiest coat in the closet and call it a day. It's safe, it's warm, but it's also the fastest way to smother your style. Bulky, shapeless outerwear hides your frame completely. It makes your shoulders look sloped, your waist vanish, and your head appear smaller. In photos, you don't look sharp, you look buried. And for men over 40, that kind of silhouette can add a decade before you've even opened your mouth. Fall is about definition. The leaves might be changing shape, but your coat should sharpen yours, not erase it. The fix is simple. Choose outerwear that follows your natural lines. A structured shoulder, a gentle taper at the waist. Enough room for a sweater, but no extra fabric billowing in the wind. Think wool top coats, tailored quilted jackets, or waxed cotton field coats. And skip the shiny synthetics. Autumn is the season for matte textures, herringbone, camel hair, deep navy twill. One of my favorite examples is the Cole Haan top coat in Italian wool. It's sleek enough for the office, but relaxed enough for weekend dinners. It's down below in the description in case you wanted to check it out yourself. When your coat frames you instead of swallowing you, you don't just stay warm, you walk into a room already looking sharper, stronger, and more put together than most men on the street. Chapter 2. Wearing lifeless, faded colors. One thing I notice every fall is guys clinging to the same black, navy, and brown pieces they've been wearing for years, and I don't mean rich, deep colors. I mean the ones that have been washed, sun-faded, and beaten down to the point where they look tired before you even put them on. Here's the problem. Fall light is softer and warmer than summer. Those faded fabrics drain the color out of your skin, making you look pale, washed out, and older than you are. It's like holding a sepia filter up to your face, and not in a good way. The solution is one simple shift. Replace the past their prime basics with richer, more saturated tones. Burnt orange, forest green, burgundy, camel, deep charcoal. These colors instantly make your skin look healthier, your eyes sharper, and your outfits more intentional. And here's the thing, you don't need to replace your whole wardrobe. Swap in one or two of these shades in a sweater, an overshirt, or even just a scarf, and suddenly the rest of your outfit looks fresher. A few favorites this season? The Everlane felted merino half-zip in dark forest, which pairs perfectly with dark denim or gray flannel trousers, and the rice chocolate brown half-zip jumper, which I've worn everywhere from a casual lunch to a dinner date. Fall is the richest season for color. Don't waste it on clothes that have lost theirs. Chapter 3. Bulky, unbalanced layering. Look, I get it. Layering is one of the best parts of fall style. The problem is, most men treat it like stacking firewood. Just pile it on until you're warm. I've done it myself. A thick hoodie under a slim jacket, a chunky sweater crammed into a coat that's too tight. You end up warm, sure, but you also end up looking like you're carrying a backpack under your clothes. When you're over 40, bulk in the wrong places is your enemy. It rounds out your shoulders, hides your waist, and makes your proportions disappear. In photos, you look heavier and less put together than you actually are. The trick I use is simple. Layer by weight and by length. Start with a lightweight base, a crisp Oxford shirt, a fine gauge merino crew neck, or even a turtleneck. Add a midweight piece like a cardigan or quilted vest. Then top it with structured outerwear that has room for what's underneath without looking oversized. Each layer should peek out just enough to create depth and visual interest. And don't forget color contrast. A camel coat over a charcoal sweater, an olive quilted vest under a navy sport coat. These small details make layering look deliberate instead of thrown together. Two go-tos in my rotation right now are quilted vests like the Lowdown vest by Tom Baggy, light but warm, perfect as a mid-layer, and the khaki quilted vest by Hedge. I went ahead and linked these ones down below in the description so you can get a feel for both looks. Just remember, layer with intention, and you don't just stay comfortable. You keep your frame, your proportions, and your presence intact. Chapter 4. Outdated denim with fall layers. Every fall I see the same thing. Great coats, sharp boots, and then the jeans ruin it. Either they're baggy dad jeans with a leg opening big enough to swallow your shoe, or they're painted on skinny jeans from a decade ago. Both instantly date your look. Here's the truth. Denim sets the foundation for the rest of your outfit. If the fit is off, nothing above it will look right. And when you're over 40, bad denim doesn't just throw off proportions, it can make you look like you're either stuck in the past or trying way too hard to keep up. The fix is easy. Go for straight or slim straight fits. They follow your natural leg shape without clinging, and they give structure to heavier fall layers like sweaters and coats. Dark indigo, black, or charcoal washes are your best bet this time of year. Minimal distressing, no heavy whiskering. These richer tones pair perfectly with the deeper colors of fall and make boots or leather sneakers look intentional, not like an afterthought. One pair I've been wearing on repeat is the Levi's 511 in Rinse, which has just enough taper to look modern without crossing into skinny territory. For something a bit more elevated, the Todd Snyder Slim Fit Selvage Jean in black Rinse has the weight and drape that works beautifully with wool coats and Chelsea boots. Go check it out in the description. This season, think of your jeans as the anchor to your outfit. Get them right, and the rest of your fall outfit falls into place. Chapter 5. Summer Shoes in Autumn Outfits. Fall has its own rhythm, crisp air, falling leaves, and then a pair of neon running shoes walks into frame. It always throws me when I see guys pairing rich fall layers with sneakers that look like they've just stepped off a July boardwalk. Footwear sets the tone before anything else. You can be wearing the perfect wool coat and the best fitting jeans, but if your shoes are bright mesh running sneakers or square-toed office shoes from 2003, the whole look falls apart. In autumn, your shoes should feel in sync with the season, both in color and in texture. That's why this is the time for suede chukkas, leather boots, and minimalist leather sneakers in shades like tobacco, chocolate, or oxblood. They connect visually with heavier fabrics and warmer palettes, grounding your outfit instead of working against it. For me, two pairs handle 90% of my fall outfits. The Clark's Desert Boot in beeswax leather, which I've worn with everything from dark denim to flannel trousers, and the Thursday Boots Captain in oxblood, a lace-up that works just as well for casual weekends as for smart dinners. The right shoes don't just complete your look, they set the mood for it. And in fall, that mood should be confident, grounded, and completely at home in the season. Chapter 6. Skipping Fall Textures. One of the reasons I look forward to fall is the way clothes start to feel different. Summer is all smooth cotton and airy linen, but once the weather cools, you get textures that almost tell a story before you even speak. Corduroy that's soft but structured, wool that feels like it could last a lifetime, suede that catches the light just right. Yet a lot of men skip this completely. They stick to the same flat cotton tees, smooth polyester jackets, and basic jeans year-round. And while it might be comfortable, it leaves their fall outfits looking one-dimensional, like they belong to a different season entirely. Texture isn't just a visual detail, it changes the whole perception of your look. Corduroy brings depth, flannel feels approachable. Tweed has an old-world charm that works in the city or the countryside. Suede instantly elevates casual pieces. The key is to mix them. A flannel overshirt with dark denim and suede boots, a tweed sport coat over a merino turtleneck. Even a simple corduroy shirt jacket layered over a Henley can make an outfit feel like fall without overcomplicating it. Two staples in my rotation right now are the tailor-stitched telegraph jacket in espresso suede, which pairs perfectly with both jeans and wool trousers, and the Chevignon corduroy shirt I left in the description, a color and texture that look like they were made for October light. When your clothes feel as rich as the season looks, you're not just dressing for the weather, you're dressing for the moment. Chapter 7. Overdone or Sloppy Scarves. A good scarf in fall is like a good handshake. It's a small detail, but it leaves a lasting impression. The trouble is, most men either overdo it or ignore it completely. On one side, you've got the novelty scarf crowd, oversized knits and loud patterns that look more like props than clothing. On the other, there are guys who just throw one on without a second thought. Uneven ends, twisted fabric, and a knot that's more of a tangle. Both send the same message. I didn't think this through. Trust me, the best scarves in fall don't scream for attention. They complement the rest of your outfit. The material should feel seasonal, mid-weight wool or cashmere. The pattern, solid, houndstooth, or a subtle plaid. And the colors, think camel, charcoal, navy, or burgundy. Tones that match the richness of the season. As for tying, keep it simple. I use the once around for most days, or just a clean drape under my coat if the weather's mild. These styles keep your neckline sharp instead of bulky, and they work whether you're in a pea coat, a top coat, or a field jacket. 2. I've been wearing this season the Johnston's of Elgin cashmere scarf, which has a softness you'll notice the moment it's around your neck, and the Drake's wool houndstooth scarf, which adds just enough pattern to keep things interesting without overpowering the look. Get the scarf right, and it doesn't just keep you warm, it frames your face, sharpens your silhouette, and tells the world you know the power of details. Chapter 8. Baggy stretched out sweaters. Fall is sweater season, but too many guys treat their knitwear like it's indestructible. They wear the same ones year after year, letting them stretch, sag, and lose their shape. By November, that once sharp crew neck now hangs like a deflated balloon. I've been guilty of this myself. I had a navy merino I'd loved so much I wore it into the ground. The problem? A sweater that's lost its structure doesn't just look worn out. It makes you look worn out. Drooping shoulders, sleeves that hang past your hands, and a hem that covers half your thighs add visual weight and years. When you're over 40, your knitwear should follow your frame, not hide it. So find a fit that skims the torso, ends right at the hip, and has snug cuffs that stay in place. Anything else belongs in your donation pile. Storage matters too. Hanging sweaters stretches them over time, so I keep mine folded in a drawer or on a shelf. And when they start to pill or fade, I replace them, even if it's with the same style and color. Two staples in my current lineup: the Everlane Cashmere Crew in a heathered army green, soft, lightweight, and easy to dress up or down, and the Rice Melange Merino Wool Cardigan, which works perfectly over a Henley for weekend layering. And in case you were wondering, they are both linked down below in the description and definitely worth checking out for yourself. Because in fall, sweaters are front and center. Keep them crisp and you'll look sharp without even trying. Let them sag and no coat or scarf in the world can save the outfit. Chapter 9. Wearing summer fabrics into November. There's a point every fall where I'll see someone walking down the street in linen trousers or a paper-thin cotton shirt, and the trees behind them are bare. It's like wearing flip-flops in the snow. You're just completely out of sync with the season. I used to do this too, mostly out of habit. I'd keep my favorite lightweight pieces in rotation long after the weather turned. But there's a reason it never looked right in photos. Summer fabrics don't have the visual weight to stand up to fall layers. They wrinkle too easily, they don't drape the same way, and they clash with the textures of wool, corduroy, and suede. The fix is swapping them for mid to heavyweight fabrics that feel as substantial as the season. Flannel trousers have a soft, brushed finish that pairs perfectly with chunky sweaters. Brushed twill shirts feel warm without adding bulk. And heavyweight chinos or moleskin pants give you comfort with the right amount of structure. You don't have to replace everything, just rotate. That lightweight cotton blazer? Swap it for a tweed sport coat. Linen drawstring pants? Try brushed cotton or wool flannel. Two of my go-tos. The Bonobos stretch wash chinos in moleskin, which have the same comfort as my summer chinos, but with the heft fall demands. And the Boglioli brushed twill shirt in brown, which layers effortlessly under a sport coat or over a thermal. When your fabrics match the season, you don't just look prepared. You look like you belong in the moment. And in fall, that's half the battle. Chapter 10. One Jacket Syndrome. I can spot this one instantly, the guy who wears the same casual jacket everywhere from the grocery store to a dinner date. It might be a zip-up windbreaker, a fleece, or the same old bomber he's had for years. And while it might be comfortable, it sends one clear message: my wardrobe's on autopilot. Fall is too good a season to coast through like that. The layers, the textures, the colors. This is your chance to show range. Wearing the same jacket for every occasion flattens your style and makes it feel like you've stopped curating how you present yourself. The solution is simple: add one elevated fall coat to your lineup. This doesn't mean buying 5 new pieces. It means picking a jacket or coat that steps things up when the setting calls for it. A camel overcoat, a houndstooth sport coat, a waxed cotton field jacket. Each brings presence without trying too hard, and each signals that you thought about where you're going and who you might meet there. In my own closet, the Quince Mongolian Cashmere Overcoat down in the description handles formal and business settings, while the Barber Beaufort Wax Jacket bridges the gap between casual and refined. Both have lasted years and both change the entire feel of an outfit the second I put them on. Fall is the season of first impressions. In meetings, at dinners, even just bumping into an old friend on the street. Don't let yours be same jacket, different day. One upgrade can rewrite the whole story. Fall style isn't about starting from scratch. It's about avoiding the mistakes that age you and making small, smart swaps that work with the season. The right coat, richer colors, intentional layers, seasonal textures, they all add up. If you want to keep sharpening your style this fall, hit subscribe so you catch the next video. And check the description. You'll find a free guide with my go-to fall essentials, plus links to every product I mentioned so you can upgrade your wardrobe without the guesswork. Fall is short. Don't waste it looking older than you are. Dress for the season, own your style, and walk into every room like you mean it.